I'm standing in a beautiful new landscape, and I'm here with Rick Naylor, who generally, Rick, we are at French Prairie Perennials at your nursery, but today we're going to talk about what I think is an absolutely amazing concept you've come up with. What's the name of it?
Visualscaping.
And tell me, what does that mean?
Visualscaping is an interactive form of landscape design where we make the homeowners a really big part of the whole design process. And how it works is we come out and look and see what their goals are, the existing landscape, kind of give them some ideas what should stay, what should go based on whatever concept that they're going with. And then kind of coach them through the process, selectively removing plants, or sometimes we just take them all out, which we've done in this case. We left one out of what was there based on what the homeowner wanted. Then,
because it really is much more interactive with them than just getting a list of plants.
Oh, absolutely. We don't draw a plan. Don't draw a plan at all. And the reason we don't do that is because people by nature are visual.
Yep.
They need to see things in order to appreciate it. And the biggest frustration that I've had over the years is people will come to the nursery with a plan and not be able to understand what that plant's going to look like in the landscape, because existing plants come into play, the color of the house comes into play. There's a lot of other factors that come into play when you're buying plants or when you're doing a landscape. So visualscaping basically is where we bring all the plants out after we've kind of figured out, kind of what theme we're going with or what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And we actually set them out in the landscape so the homeowner can see what the finished product will look like.
And that really makes a world of difference, because that one-dimensional, picture of a drawing or whatever you have, it doesn't do justice to height, to the actual size variance in a yard. All of that stuff you can't factor in on a drawing.
Right. And the beauty of it is that we don't charge for any of our consulting, and we don't charge for any of the design work as long as they buy the plants from us.
And that's what you really that's what you want them to do, is to buy the plants.
Right. Well, no, but our goal is to make the homeowner successful.
Well, yeah.
And we want them to buy a better plant.
One that actually works for them.
Right. And, you can do a beautiful landscape like we've done here. A lot of the plant material, as you know, that we use is unique, rare, and unusual plant material. But you can use things in a landscape that change color throughout the season, like we've done here. Some plants will change 2 or 3 times, change color during the year. So the landscape is not boring. It changes and evolves with the season. And that's kind of the philosophy that we have with this whole visualscaping process.
Well, I can certainly tell you that the yard we're standing in is quite lovely, and we happen to have the homeowners here. So what's your name?
Byron Pace.
Byron, and you are?
Sandy Pace.
Sandy. So either one of you jump in, but let's first of all just tell me, what was the overall experience?
I guess the thing is easy. It was super easy. We met Rick and talked to him. He came out and we told him, we want what we wanted to do, that we wanted everything small, low maintenance, unusual, pretty, and a lot of color.
So you had some specific goals, and after it was all completed, did you feel that, oh wow, this was so much easier than you even thought it would be?
Yeah, the whole experience was really easy for us. We got the plants, he sat them where they wanted to go, and I dug the holes, put them in there, and the neighbors came by and said, it looks wonderful. And so the whole experience was really simple for us.
So it really was, you were part of the job out there working.
Oh yes, we did, I'd say 90% of the work.
Now, on I've heard from Rick that there's layers, there's like levels, so he doesn't just give you one price and say this is what it would be. There's options there.
Oh yeah, there's like a low, medium, high, depending on what you're looking for, what you're going for, and you just kind of give him a budget, and he works within that budget, and he only brings the plants out that you pick for your budget.
And your front yard, you went with the high-end budget, but you went with the lower-end budget in the back, but it looks just as lovely.
It looks just as nice. It just depends on, different plants cost different things, and he just made it look great with the price range.
And did you find that it really helped to have someone who you knew what the plants would do out there helping you guys and giving you just that little help to get over that hump of insecurity about it?
Yeah, that helped out quite a bit, because when you don't know exactly what to do, if you go down to a garden and take a picture of your house and say, hey, I need to fill in this spot, then you bring it home and it looks not very well.
It's very true.
And so when you can come in and they bring the plant there, put it in your yard, and you go, wow, that looks good.
Lovely.
The biggest thing for me is the tags say it's going to grow 4
Yes.
feet. It's 12 feet.
It's true.
So we've been tearing up and tearing up and tearing up for years now, and now I feel confident that this is the
This
last
is
time
what it's
I'm
gonna
doing
be.
it, because he knows how big things are going to get,
Yep.
and we left space between everything
Nice.
to grow that big. So to me, that's a big important.
It is indeed. Yes, Rick.
The thing about this landscape, William, is it's more about quality than quantity.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing we want to keep in mind. You know, as gardeners, and I do this myself, we have a tendency to want to fill every hole.
Yep.
Every time there's a hole someplace, we want to fill it.
true.
And then 2 years later, we got to rip it back out again because it's overgrown.
Yep.
So here we wanted to use some things and some textures, some of the bark color or something that will fill in that hole, add that color that you need to make the other plants pop without having to worry about things getting overgrown. And it can be done very easily.
It really can. Well, look, if this is something that interests you, we invite you to go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to Rick's website. You can get some more information and start working on make that dream yard of yours come true. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.